Hi guys! Welcome back sa YouTube channel ko. So for today, meron tayong math problem coming from Algebra. And before ng problem na to, shoutout muna kay Braulio Enrico Eric Puso at sa mga EE students ng Central Mindanao University. Thank you sa mga Lodi Geeks natin dyan sa CMU na nakasubscribe kay Sir IJ and patuloy na sumusuporta sa channel natin. I hope you all the best, mga future engineers. So ito yung problem natin. Given there exists an unreal number z such that z over z squared plus z plus 1 equals to, find the numerical value of z squared all over z to the fourth plus z squared plus 1. So for this case, mga Lodi Cake, Sir IJ will teach you some algebraic manipulations that you can use for these problems, especially if calculators aren't allowed. Lalo na dun sa mga sumasali sa mga international or sa even local math competition. So, anong gagawin natin dyan, Sir IJ? So, rewrite muna natin yung first na given. So, it was given that z all over z squared plus z plus 1 equals to, mga Lodi Cakes. So, ang gagawin ni Sir IJ dyan, kasi kapag sinolve natin yung z dyan, we will get a complex solution. So, how do we do it without using the value of z by just algebraic manipulation? Or ano ba yung pwede natin gawin? So, notice na yung degree ng numerator natin is 1. So, ang gagawin ni Sir IJ, I will divide both numerator and denominator by z. So, dividing both numerator and denominator by z, so we will come up with, so z over z, mga Lodi Cakes, all over z squared plus z plus 1 all over z is equal to 2. Okay, so wala naman tayong na-violate na algebraic rule. Kasi nga, dinivide natin si numerator by z, and also we divided the denominator by z. So z over z, that is equal to 1, all over z squared divided by z, that is z, plus z over z, or that is positive 1, plus 1 over z, so i-retain na lang natin mga Lodi, that is equal to 2. So, ano pwede natin gawin dyan, Sir IJ? So, pwede, ang gagawin ko, pagpapalitin ko tong 2 at saka itong expression sa denominator. So, we can come up with z plus 1 plus 1 over z is equal to, etong 2, pag nilagay ko dito, magiging 1/2 na yan. And then, I can simplify it by isolating yung mga meron tayong z. So, we have z plus 1 over z equals 1/2 minus 1, that is negative 1/2. So we have now our first equation coming from the first. So na-reduce natin siya into this. So anong gagawin yan, Sir IJ? Ganon din kasi yung process natin, mga Lodi, dito sa second expression natin. Ang degree naman niya is 2. So i-divide natin both numerator and denominator by z squared. So what will happen? So we have z squared over z squared, mga Lodi Cakes, all over z to the fourth plus z squared plus 1 all over z squared. So ano na mangyari dyan, Sir IJ? Z squared over z squared, that is equal to 1 all over, ano na mangyari dyan, mga Lodi? So z to the fourth over z squared, so that is z squared, mga Lodi, plus z squared over z squared, that is 1, mga idol, plus 1 over z squared. So, tanggalin na lang natin to, baka malito kayo sa symbol ng z. So, ayan na mga Lodi. It is given na yung expression na hinahanap natin is 1 over z squared plus 1 over z squared. So, how do we do it? So, notice na we have z squared plus 1 over z squared here. And yung na-come up nating equation is ito, mga idol. So, how do we do that, Sir IJ? So, dahil naka-square yan, pwede nating i-square yung first equation natin. So, squaring both sides of the first equation that we've come up, so we will have, so burahin ko na to mga Lodi Cakes, So, if we square this, we have z squared plus twice the product, so that is 2. Z times 1 over z, that is 1 times 2. So, that's plus 2 plus 1 over z squared equals 1 over 4. Kaya lang, ano bang hinahanap? Z squared plus 1 Di ba mga Lodi? Plus 1 over z squared. Itong 2, pwede natin siyang i-trim down as 1 plus 1. So yung 2 gagawin ni Sir IJ, 1 plus 1 plus, pinalitan ko lang. Yung isang 1, ilipat natin sa kabila, z squared plus 1 plus 1 over z squared equals 1/4 minus 1, that is negative 3 over 4. Baka na nito, itong 1 na isa, nilipat lang ni Sir IJ para magkatugma dun sa hinahanap natin. 1/4 minus 1, that is negative 3 over 4. Therefore, this expression is equal to negative 3 over 4. And upon dividing the given fractions, so we have, or the given complex fraction, so the final answer will be negative 4 over 3. Kaya ang tamang sagot for this problem is letter C. So ulitin ko po, first thing, dinivide natin to by the degree of the numerator, and then we come up with an equation involving z plus 1 over z. And then, ganun din yung gagawin nating process. So sana guys, mga Lodi Kicks, may naunawaan kayo sa problem natin. And I hope if you have questions or clarifications, huwag po kayo mahiya mag-comment sa comment section. Maraming salamat sa mga patuloy na sumusuporta sa channel natin. Pagpalain kayo palagi ni Lord, and I hope you all the best. Kita-kits on my next math tutorial videos and engineering related tutorial videos, and bye-bye po!